Building up your credit with secured credit and credit builder loans. Secured credit cards and credit builder loans. Ideally, I'm always gonna say pick your top three credit unions. Yes, you can go for the secured credit cards, do what you do on that. But for me personally, I'm going to say go pick your top three credit unions. It's Navy Federal, Apple Federal, Community Bank, whatever, Delta Federal Credit Union, whatever, and go and ask about their pledge loans or secured loans. You take the money, however much money you can get. This is why I like the pledge loan option over the secured credit card option. You take as much money as you can get. I don't care if you just got a tax refund. I don't care if you have to borrow the money. If you're able to get $5,000, for example, you only really need like 1,000 to do it. But the more you get, the better. Just understand that. The whole strategy behind this is the more I trust the bank with, the more they're going to trust me with. And if you're looking to build out your credit history and get high limit approvals, you're going to have to trust the bank, especially if your credit profile is not up to par. So even if you have to borrow the money, if the only time out the month that you have the most money is during the first when the rent is due, sometimes it makes sense to go ahead and start that pledge loan with the rent money. Because if you do it the right way, you're going to have that money back into your account within 48 hours. So if you put $5,000 and start a pledge loan, they're going to put a lien on this money. It don't actually go anywhere. You put it in an account, they put a lien on the money, and they use that to create the actual pledge loan. Now, that pledge loan is going to match whatever the amount that you said, let's say 5,000, for example. It's going to be a $5,000 loan that shows up on your credit report. So yes, you can keep it like that and you can pay the monthly balance every single month. That is not the best option. Yes, you can do it, but that's not the best option. Option I'm going to tell you is you get that, you pay it all the way down to the last 2 months. The reason I say the last 2 months is because 1 month they're going to probably already set up when you first go get the pledge loan. So that's going to already be in the system. So you pay it all the way down to the last 2 months, and then that next payment come out, whenever it's scheduled to come out, probably $30, $50, $100. That comes out, and now your next payment is not due until the end of that loan. Let's say if you took that pledge loan out for 4 years, your next payment is not due until what, 2028. But you have a $5,000 trade line reporting on your credit. And what you need to understand also is that each bank, just like the credit reporting agencies, has their own internal credit scoring system. This is why I choose the secured loans over the secured credit cards, because they have their own internal scoring system. You trust in the bank with 5,000, and now the bank is showing that you're making payments every single month on time. After at least three payments, after three payments, you're going to establish a score with that financial institution. After three payments, you're going to establish a score with that financial. After those three payments, if your credit profile is where it needs to be, you can usually go to that financial institution and apply for a credit card. If that financial institution doesn't at least match it, they're 9 times out of 10 going to give you more than what you put in for the secured loan. So that's why I said the more the better. Yeah, you can start with $1,000. You can start as little as $1,000, but if they come back and give you a better limit, let's say 1,500 or 2,000, that's still not great. Especially when the money is not necessarily going nowhere for long term, as it would on the secured credit card. So you put the money on the secured credit card, it might take 6 months before they release that money. But with the secured loan option, you pretty much get your money right back, and it reports on the credit report, and you building up your bank credit history. And with those three different banks, you go and get funding for those three different banks. Now they're approving you. Now you start with those three different higher credit limits and just start building from there.